that there was not going to be any more like on Thursday, but this is the first and maybe like the last, oh, sorry, the first Thursday. So yeah, we still have it today. And from next week, there will be no more Thursday meditation. It will change to Saturday meditation. Okay, so let's see how it goes. And uh, happy again, New Year, uh, everyone. I hope that you already have enjoyed this time of the year. But one thing that we can say for sure is that it is gonna not last forever, right? I think I show you all the time this image, which I'm gonna show to you again today. So basically, now you see that here, Happy New Year. This is the image that I showed you, I think, last year, right? And then I start showing you this image of the same guy, but holding the sign of different amounts of days, which means that tomorrow is not gonna be 365, right? Today is 365. Okay, so this is the versions for today. But then last year we did this, and every time we had a new sections, the number of days are not the same anymore. So we keep having fewer and fewer amount of days in our pocket. So why do we need to know about this? Isn't it like pessimist to remind ourselves such a way? In fact, this is one of the Buddha's kind of most important teaching, basically, because he taught many things when he was alive, a lot of lessons. But on the last day when he was about to pass away, that we normally know as parinibbana, he then asked people, okay, now I taught you so many things. Do you have any questions that you want to ask me? But of course, people there, they've been listening to him for so many, many times. So none of them had any questions. They actually respect him so much. They keep waiting for him for the grand finale, for him to share his words. So he said that, okay, because you do not have any questions, let me remind you one thing. And that one thing is about heedfulness. If you're not familiar with this word, then it's a synonym of the word carefulness. So heedfulness means that you are not reckless and you are able to know how many days you still have left in your life. Let's think about it. Okay, we do not know when we're going to die, right? Which in fact can be of any days, can be any time, can be at any moment. And most people who pass away, most of them, I would say most of them, don't even know what that day is recently, like because of different circumstances, maybe because of the accident or stuff. So it could be any day. But the passing day is impossible to know. But the roughly the amount of days that they have left can be calculated because, okay, let's say that people can live long, but no matter how long they live, they would not exceed primarily like 80 years old. If anyone who are actually older than 80 years old in this room, then you're lucky. You actually have the we call it the advantage over many people already, right? So practicing heedfulness is very simple. You just keep looking at this number. You see, of course, this is 360 days. This I'm showing you the images from the previous year, right? I showed this one before, and then at certain times I showed the same image. I managed to save some of them that to 45, and then later on again reduce into like 80 years old, sorry, 80 years, 80 days, and then reduce again to 77 days, and then we had this side 35 days, and then 28 days, 21 days, and eventually we reach less than 1 month, 17 days, 14 days, and then just 10 days. That was the last image I showed to you before I take a leave. Actually, I went to conduct meditation and training in Indonesia. So now, today, congratulations, you have this number again, 365 again. However, this is not 365 of the same year. This is 365 of the new year, right? Which means that new year, something has to be subtracted from. So you can imagine what that means. Which means that if we keep reminding ourselves every single day that every passing day, start counting down to the events that you need to fulfill, to some goals. You have some goals. You keep counting down to maybe the days until that you need to reach that goal. That's gonna be about practicing heedfulness. All right. So let's begin our 2026, 2026 with some meditation together. Okay. All right. So now, if you're ready, let's begin to meditate. You may close your eyelids softly and comfortably. And let go of everything from your mind for a while. Whether that be your work, responsibility, or the duties. Leave them behind for a while. And imagine that you now are the only person in this world, or you are alone in the world without feeling lonely. Feeling relaxed, feeling happy, and you are enjoying every breath. So I would like you to spend a moment to relax all your muscles. Relax your muscles from the top of your head. Relax the muscles of your forehead. The muscles of your neck, your shoulders. As you begin following the remaining of your body down continue to relax the remaining muscles downward from your arms to your hands to all your fingertips. And you relax the muscles of your torso from your chest to your abdomen, your hips, your thighs, and your knees. Following the flow of relaxation as it reaches your feet, all the way to the tips of your toes until you feel completely relaxed in every part of your body. And your whole body is feeling more relaxed. I would like you to breathe in and out. You may breathe softer. You may breathe slower. Try to breathe deep and stay with the airflow for as long as you can. This is a tug of war between our consciousness and distractions. The more consciousness we have, the longer we can stay with the breath. The more distractions we have, the more challenging we can remain with the airflow. But even if your mind is full of distractions, that's alright. At this moment, it doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. But I'd like you to be aware swiftly so that you can bring your mind back primarily to the breath, relaxingly. Which means you do not expect that your mind will suddenly be so calm, or you don't even care about this immediate result. All you care about should be how you can bring your mind back to the breath. And later on, that it keeps getting better. For the mind to stay longer, continue to maintain the awareness of the breath as you breathe slower, softer, and deeper. We naturally calm the mind down. When we feel a little more relaxed, the mind becomes calmer. We realize that the amount of distraction becomes significantly smaller. That is when you have enough consciousness or sati to keep the mind still. Until that moment, keep bringing your mind back to the breath. Stay relaxingly with the airflow. And I'd like you to follow your breath all the way to the deepest turning point. You may reach this deepest turning point around the middle of your abdomen. As you breathe as deeply as you can, you may find the turning point, the center of the body, where your breath turns around in the middle of your abdomen. Keep touching the point, reaching the location and touch it as softly as you can. Touch the center of the body, softly, gently, relaxingly. For those who have been doing this, and you meditate yourself regularly, touching it a few times will result in the mind willing to stay there on its own. The others might find a little more challenging, but no matter how big the challenge is, it doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. So keep doing it the right way. And the right way is you reach the center softly, gently, and touch it. Stay there relaxedly till a certain moment you can leave your mind there. You don't have to worry about the breathing. And while the mind is staying there, you may repeat a mantra that can be clear and bright, clear and bright, clear and bright, clear and bright, or clair et brillant, clair et brillant, clair et brillant, or Hakuna Matata.